Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great today. I want to give you guys an update on the Alliance Block token distribution, a tweet that they put out, and then subsequently a blog that they laid everything out for everybody. I just want to review it with you guys today. I'm not going to read you guys the whole article because if you go to the Twitter space Alliance Block Twitter page, then you're able to go ahead and read this in detail for yourself, but I did want to give you guys some highlights of what I thought about this and some key points and some key takeaways for the new token distribution of ALBT. One of the first things that I thought was that stuck out to me in this blog post was the fact that the nodes will not be included in the distribution, which will bring the token supply down to 850 million, which means the token supply has dropped, which means basically your tokens are worth more. So I don't know an easier way to explain that, but that's what it is. They took a snapshot of the blockchain right before they went back and took it right before the hack happened. And this is important because everything that happens with this token distribution will be based off of this snapshot that they've taken. So this is important to know that the snapshot was taken. So, and then you come down here to the stakeholders and eligibility. Obviously, you have before distribution, they are going to do a full audit on this contract. They're going to make sure that the new token contract is good and that it stands out and that it's not compromised in any way. So that's one of the things that they're waiting on before the distribution can take place. So that's important, you know. And we'll review some of this. Holders, they define holders as somebody who bought and did not sell, held all the way through this. They will receive one-to-one distribution of the new token. Liquidity providers, these are people that provided liquidity to the pool. They will receive 100% of their ALBT tokens. Stakers, there's a variety. There's 3 different levels of stakers here. And the stakers will basically receive 100% of their ALBT as well, what they had in their wallet at the time. If you were staking and you were locked into a certain time frame, your new ALBT tokens will be locked as well until that time frame is up. So, and just understand that if you were staking when you were airdropped your new ALBT tokens, they will be staked for the time frame. And then we get in here to buyers, sellers, and traders. And this is they're directing you further down the page to the actual snapshot, which is right here. So we'll go ahead and flow through this real fast. You know, holders, we've already talked about holders there and get a one-to-one. People who traded before the snapshot was taken, they will get the amount of ALBT they have in their wallet. Their harder cold storage wallet. People who traded between the snapshot and up to 24 hours after the Twitter post. Actually, when they put the Twitter post out and said that that it was a hack, will fall under the compensation schedule of fall off, and we'll get to that compensation schedule in a minute. You know, people who had a mixture of both there's a formula here of what you will get if you were a holder and you traded some. So go ahead and make sure you read that. So let's see here, the fall off schedule. This is what's important, you know, for traders, buyers, and sellers. The number of tokens they will receive will be proportionate to the tokens they bought, sold or traded, and it'll be distributed by it'll be determined by the fall off formula. So there's a formula for fall off. So buyers buyers on the decks. Remember, guys, this is just the decentralized side. Following the fall. So you're going to be put into this formula if you bought and sold and traded after the 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 snapshot was taken. So you'll be put into this formula, and then you will be determined by the tokens you get by that formula. Here's one of the big ones: traders on the DEX, and this one was for traders who traded after the announcement was made and continue to trade. Basically, you're not going to get anything. If you read through this, you're not going to get anything. This was a risk you've taken, a risk that's an unnecessary risk, as they say it in here. So you're basically not going to get anything, which is probably appropriate. The hack was announced. It was out there. The token itself, the devs said that they were draining liquidity out of it. So if you fell into this portion down here where you were trading after that, you were taking an unnecessary risk and should not expect the airdrop at that point. So, I don't disagree with this. And I want to go up to the centralized exchanges. A lot of times, I'm not going to look for it. I can just explain to you what it says. Basically, on the centralized exchanges, they'll airdrop the centralized exchanges what the centralized exchanges had in their liquidity pool, and at that point, it's up to the centralized exchanges to make the determination of how they're going to distribute your ALBT tokens based on their centralized exchange policy. And ALBT does not control the buying, selling, or trading of anything on centralized exchanges, so they cannot control that. So what are the next steps for ALBT? ALBT is looking for an audit to be completed on their new contract for their new tokens. Airdrops will occur at that time that the contract is deemed safe. And underneath this fall off schedule or your holding schedule, or underneath the schedule that they've laid out here for you, of which one of these you fall into, either you're a holder, a buyer, a seller, or a trader, will dictate the airdrops that you get of the new token. So I encourage you guys to go ahead and read through this, figure out where you fall in. There is a couple spots in here where you could be a mixture of both, which is important. Know if you're under that schedule as well. So to try to figure out which one of these you fall underneath, do not try to figure out the mathematical formula at this point because it's not rolled out and it's not exactly clear. So, but you will fall under a mathematical formula if you did sell 24 hours after the announcement happened, or if you bought 24 hours after the announcement happened, or if you're a trader and you were trading at all back and forth, basically you're out of luck. So you may receive a small portion based on a snapshot, but it's going to be a very tiny portion based upon a snapshot. So there's your ALBT update. I encourage you to go over here to the Twitter page for ALBT right here. This is the post, and there's a link to the blog, which I'm on now, which fully lays all this out for you and will give you a better understanding. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by reading you the whole thing, but them are the highlights that I see from this. And one of the biggest highlights I see from this is the fact that the supply itself is going to be diminished. Not really diminished, but it's going to go down to 850 million, which I think is a good thing anytime you can eliminate some supply. So in my wrapping up of this, again, the ALBT team has done a great job in communicating. They've done a great job in keeping out front of this thing, letting the community know exactly what's happening, exactly what's going on, and what to expect. and what to expect next and how they were going about it. And at this point, this is really all you can ask from a team to do. And they've done it. And I believe the ALBT Alliance block will be fine coming out of this. I think maybe they'll actually be even a little bit stronger. It'll have them up their security. It'll have them up, really look at everything from with a critical eye. So I think ALBT will be fine coming out of this hack. Unfortunately, it happened, but the way that the team dealt with this thing up to this point has been nothing but stand up-ish from the team. So, and they've kept in communication with the community. It seems like they're trying to do the right thing by everybody. So that's really all you can ask. So with that, guys, that's the update video. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share this out. If you like ALBT Alliance block content, please subscribe. It's free, and I'm trying to keep you guys up to date on what's going on with this project and how things are rolling out. Love this project. Hate that this happened, but we'll deal with it, and I'll keep you guys up to date. So like, subscribe, and share this out. Thank you for your time. Appreciate your day.